Assalamu alaikum. Hello everyone. I am Qasim Hamad Khurshid Hamamurad, PhD student Information System from Azman Hashim International Business School, University Technology, Malaysia. I need to explain about our paper. This presents about our paper. The title is Cities Idioms Together with ICT and Countries Interested in the Smart City, a review of current status. The present contains introduction about our paper, research conclusion, literature review, method and data collection, data presentation, result, and conclusion. So, introduction. The cities grow in the development of many regions and countries. In 2018, 55% of the global population lived in urban areas. As indicated to forecasts developed by the Population Distribution of the United Nations Department of Economic and Social Affairs. In 2050, this share will increase to 68%. It means nowadays the city become more contrast. So through our paper, we need to explain something and answer some question. A. Many definitions of the city exist, but which one has been universally acknowledged? Time research to examine the causes of the smart city phenomenon and other concept literature in the last 5 years. Review of words to see how and where the smart city specification and relation different definition. Geographical research to consider where smart cities greatest concentration are in the world. And are Malaysia has interacting about the smart city? So how many papers published from all Malaysia from 2005 to 2020 about the smart city? Review. A systematic literature review from the previous research. We carry out on the city related to information and communication technology that addresses the variety of the city terms such as Wild city, virtual city, ubiquitous city, intelligent city, information city, digital city, community, smart community, knowledge city, learning city, sustainable city, green city, smart city. Through our paper, we use the online database to find which term is more usable after trying to find which country has responsibility more than other and which scientific area have more response. So for the city to become smart, we have a framework by Boyd Cohen. He said the smart city have a 6 base element: smart economy, smart environment, smart government, smart living, smart mobility, and smart people. Where we need to make a smart city, we must have this 6 main element, and each element have sub-element like a smart people. So while we need to smart people, it means we have embraces creativity, and we have inclusive society, and we have 21st century education. So while we need to smart environment, we must have a green building, green energy, green urban planning, etc. And all named termed city with information and communication technology have same react to the element. So method of research, in our research method, a literature search carried out intending to develop a searchable database of impact relevant article and finding of smart city. The rapid duration in the study was January 2015 to February 2020. By the bibliometric study, by mechanism of the interested in the smart city subjected, were assessed that views on the number of Scopus and Web of Science paper published. So it means our search is a literature review from the searchable database. Search and method. The first one is data collection. While we need to data collection, we must come back to the search of idiom, search of a string. because systematic literature review that addresses the variety of cities terms such as weird city, digital city, smart community, green city, etc. Additional search terms used that reflect our interest in the smart city, broad outcome and impact, such as about smart city, smart city review, smart city GIS, smart city management, smart city fog computing, smart city challenge, and smart city security. However, decided to focus on the term smart city because it must use it and represent terminology in the literature that indicated the smartness of the city. So the database search from the most trusted resource, we are selecting database website, we filtering some of them as a searchable database, the largest abstract and citation database of peer-reviewed literature. The searchable database is available to the public and can be found. The searchable database, it's Google Scholar, Web of Science, Springer, Scopus, ScienceDirect, i3 Explorer. So the first step for data collection, after we specify the terms what we need to search, then we must specify where we need to search. It means from which database we select the searchable database and have the largest abstract and citation database of peer-reviewed literature like Google Scholar, Scopus, ScienceDirect, Springer, Web of Science, and etc. So data collection, the first one we make it a criteria. If you go to this table, we see there's a criteria to our search. While we search through the searchable database, the first time we search for the term of the city with information and communication technology infrastructure. The first one is smart city. From the Google Scholar, find how many articles published through this 5 years. From Scopus, ScienceDirect, etc. From all. And find the summation for all. Okay? So from the digital city, the same. From the all term, we try to find the number of articles published through this searchable database and find the summation or of. So the summation of all articles are published. This is the criteria for selection. After that, we have the data analysis paper were coded in the term. It means, well, we selected, let me to find all term, maybe the smart city become approved. But inside this, for smart city, we have the group clustering, big data, smart city review, smart city database, smart city information system, security framework, GIS, etc. So analyze our paper, we find as this cluster, as this title of paper, as this component. So result, after we showed, we searched the searchable database, by this way we have a search, we have a result. As if you see, there's a smart city. From the Google Scholar we find 26,200 paper about the smart city article. From the Scopus find 5,722 article about smart city. From ScienceDirect, from i3 Explorer and Web of Science. So from the other term, for the virtual city, we find this number. For the knowledge city, we find this number, etc. So every term we search from the Google Scholar and Scopus and ScienceDirect and iExplorer, Web of Science and Springer, and type the number, then make a summation, etc. So maximum number of our this smart city have 36,357 article about the smart city through the searchable database, and all article we find through this duration for 5 years. By searching through the searchable database, we find 88,082 articles. So from this article, we approved that the smart city have a height number is about 36,357. We downloaded 7 109 articles. From all articles, we selected 304 and group classified it, this readable readable article. I selected and classified it in some group. Some of them big data, smart city review, smart city information, smart city GIS, smart city municipality, and smart city management, and etc. And the number of article about this title, I specified it. I find the 304 paper is suitable and is near about our and approve about our suggestion for smart city. And we see through the 307, we say the maximum number 65 is about smart city, but the minimum number 3 is about the smart municipality. Country response. While we search through the scopus, we find there's a 5 countries interested with the smart city. This is United States, the first one, India and Italy, China, and we have United Kingdom. These are 5 countries that have a priority in the smart city. While we search the scopus, but in the scopus, where we said for the Malaysia only have 76 paper article through duration 5 years in scopus, and it's less than 27 countries. But while we search to the slow Web of Science citation database analysis, we see there's same. We see there's the same. There's China, there is USA, there is India, and there is England, and there is Italy. All the same. 5 countries have a priority. But in the Web of Science, we see the China as first. In Malaysia, have only 22 published articles during these 5 years in Web of Science about the smart city. Conclusion. Concluded in this systematic literature review of empirical research from January 2015 to February 2020, display the dynamic multifactorial sensing of smart city engagement as follows. Many terms have relation with the city with infrastructure of information and communication technology, but smart city idiom approved. The range of city and smart city framework available is continually expanding, and we are just beginning to understand the multivernal appeal of different kinds of smart city. There are 5 countries of priority about smart city. These are United States, China, Italy, India, and United Kingdom. Malaysia has a few researchers and a few articles about smart city, while inside Malaysia and there are 20 public universities, 47 private universities, we have 34 university college and 10 foreign university branch campus. But we have a few number of research articles about the smart city. And thank you for your time. With best regard. And if you have any questions, I'm ready to answer and explain for you.